The customer data tool allows you to rank your top segments by percentage, things like spend and demographic traits. It'll be populated if you have uploaded a customer list CSV within the append tool, and you can find this in the Analyze section underneath the Customer Data tab. So I'll explain what's going on here. You can choose multiple lists or upload multiple lists. In this case, we are using nonprofit donations, and by default, percentage of customers within each segment will always be shown. Underneath here, you have a pane that shows you the metrics that you're requesting. In this case, it's percentage. So for this nonprofit, we see 17% of donors come from the Educated Urbanites segment. That represents 185 donors. And the index is calculated by looking at the percentage of donors in this case versus the percentage of that segment within the population. In this case, we can see 100 would be average. Educated Urbanites are 4.6 times as likely to donate to this nonprofit. You can see this at the family level, which is our 17 higher level families. You can break this down by our 80 segments and see the top segments by percentage. If you upload first name and last name within your customer list, we can match this at the individual level, which will allow you to discover demographic traits like age. So you can see the age percentages here within those bands, income levels, married, and children. You can also upload important metrics like customer LTV or sales. For example, in this case, we have the amount donated, and we can see that on average, Educated Urbanites donors donate $171, which is 86% more than the average donation that this nonprofit receives. You can upload other metrics. In this case, they have the amount of donations. We see ultra wealthy families donates more often than the Educated Urbanites. And you can also upload unique metrics to your business. In this case, this nonprofit had a black tie event in a 5K run, so we can see the attendance to the black tie event. Sunset Boomers, 82% of donors attended that black tie event. And we can compare that to the 5K run that they had. In this case, Educated Urbanites attended that well. You can almost think of that as a product for your business. And sometimes it's helpful to look at these on an XY axis to determine strategy, and you can do that within the compare tool. So this is looking at the same data, but it's simply plotting it on an XY axis. So here we're comparing on the X-axis percentage of donations to percentage of donations, which would be a perfect correlation. Here you have the segments, but if we want to compare this to the amount donated, in this case, we'll get an interesting chart. We can see here that ultra wealthy families makes up a high percentage of our donations, almost 10% of our donations, and they donate a lot, $166 on average. Young professionals falling into that green quadrant as well, and Educated Urbanites. So high donations, high percentage of our customers. But we may have a sleeper segment over here with Sunset Boomers that make up a small percentage of our donors, but they donate a lot. And we saw that they went to the black tie event, so it might be a good opportunity to market to them by doing more black tie events. And that is the customer data tab. This is a great tab to have for determining strategy and valuing customers when you're considering activating that from a marketing standpoint.